apple, walnut, raisins, strudel. I've got 3 Granny Smith apples that I've peeled, cored, and diced. To that, and these have been sauteing with a little bit of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar here, nice big heaping tablespoons. Some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and a pinch of salt. It just lightens things up a little bit. And so you saute these apples until they're tender, but you don't want them really cooked all the way through because they're going to spend about another 30 to 40 minutes in the oven. All right, so you got those great flavors there. I'm going to add, strudels usually have a lot of dried fruit in them, so that's why I'm using a half a cup of raisins there and a third of a cup of walnuts. And you sort of put those in at the end when you're ready to go. And then 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And the tablespoon of cornstarch.
Right. To help it stay together, get along.
Yeah, because if you let all the juices from the apple run while you're baking the strudel, what you end up is getting a very soggy bottom. And so we want to keep the juices in the strudel. Now let me show you the fun part, and that is assembly. So what we're going to do is let this come to room temperature. I trim these phyllo sheets to about 10 to 12 inches. So they're 12 inches by 10 inches, so a rectangle. And you got to keep them. I'm going to show you my trick for keeping phyllo nice and moist. So what I do is take a dish towel and get it nice and wet and wring out all the moisture. And then I basically fold it in half. I put the phyllo on one side, put a sheet of plastic wrap over it like so, and then I put the other half like that. And you can keep that in the refrigerator for quite a while. Okay, so baking sheet. This requires about 7 layers of phyllo. I've already done 5 because that's no fun to watch somebody just brushing butter on phyllo. But I want to give you a little tip. When it comes to your phyllo dough, it's going to tear. And that's why people are afraid to use it. They think, oh, it's going to break and that's going to ruin my dessert. It's not. See, already mine is broken right here, but it's fine because that's what phyllo does.
Right, you're stacking it up. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just the one thing you want to make sure of is you don't want to keep layering crack upon crack upon crack because obviously you're going to lose all the juices. So what you do is just, to do the next one sideways. So you create a little barrier. So then you take melted butter. So I have the 2 sticks of butter the 2 tablespoons of butter for the filling. And then I have the rest of that stick of butter melted so that I brush it with a pastry brush here over the phyllo. To make it even more gluey, you just take a little bit of sugar after you butter it and do that with each layer. So what happens is it just becomes this delicious, sugary, crusty business. Just like that. Gorge. And then we take our filling. You put that in sort of a cylinder down the center of your strudel.
Sure, like a sweet burrito.
Exactly. As you'll notice, I made a little burrito here, but I did it in sort of that 3rd grade envelope kind of way. I pulled the sides in first, and put one side over, the other side over. So you sort of wrap it up into a little rectangle. This is going to go into the oven at 375, and it will take 30 minutes to 40 minutes depending on your oven. So some more butter to seal it, a little bit of brown sugar on top to create a nice crust.
Yeah, I love that finish, right, to strudel, that brown sugar flavor on the top of it is always lovely.
Yes, so I got up early this morning just for you, Rach. I made one so we can see what the finished product looks like here.
Gorgeous.
Pretty, right? The great thing about that phyllo is crunchy. And then, if yours falls apart or leaks, don't worry about it too much because there's nothing a little bit of powdered sugar
can't fix, right? Oh my gosh, it looks like a beautiful Yule log that's made of birch.
The Yule strudel.
The Yule strudel. Yule strudel. Woohoo!
What it looks like on the inside. It's so easy, and it's really super creamy. So it tastes like an apple pie with a crispy crust to it.
Beautiful.
Then, I'm sorry, Rach. It's hard to do this, but you're not in the room. I just want to show you one last thing. I like to serve this. You can obviously serve it with ice cream, or you can serve it with softly whipped cream. But I actually take sour cream, mix it with a little bit of confectioner's sugar, and there's just a tang to the sour cream that I love so much.
I love it.